Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Microsoft Excel. Now, Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet application. Now, using spreadsheet applications, we can do various things like do some calculations and do some analysis, draw some charts. Like we can do so many things. So, one by one, I'll explain what are the capabilities of spreadsheet applications using Microsoft Excel. So I'm not going to indicate what are the users or capabilities one by one now, but we will discuss them when we do the class. Okay. Now I'm going to open Microsoft Excel. Now I'm using Excel 2016. Now I can open Excel by typing Excel here. So it will search the program. So you can click that. Now after opening, you can select several options. The most basic or straight through option is blank worksheet, blank workbook. So I'm going to click blank workbook. And now this is my workbook, Excel document called a workbook. One Excel document we call it workbook. Now this workbook contains several sheets like this. Now this is a sheet. In this sheet, you can see some cells, rows and columns, and intersection is called a cell. There are so many rows, so many columns, and so many cells. Now this is a worksheet. How to open another worksheet? Now I am currently in worksheet 1. If I want to open another worksheet, I can click this add icon. See, now this is the second sheet and third sheet and so on. So I am currently working on sheet 1. Now I am in A1 cell. How to address those cells? The column, letter, and row number. So if I click this, the column letter is E and row number is 5. So we call it E5. Now let's see how big is this worksheet. So I'm going to travel to the last row. How to go to the last row? You can select any cell and control down arrow. There are several methods. Control down arrow. See how many rows are there? More than 1 million. 1,048,576 rows. And how many columns? Control right arrow. This is the last column, XFD. After Z, A, B, C, D, after Z, then it's A, B, A, C, and up to XFD. I think it's about 16,000 or something like that columns. So it's a pretty big sheet, but we are not going to fill the entire worksheet, but it's very huge. Okay, now I'm coming to the A1 cell. So you can come to the A1 cell by holding Control and press Home, or Control up arrow, left arrow, anyway. Okay, now I'm in currently in A1 cell. Now let's see how to type contents. Like in Microsoft Word, you can zoom this using this icon. So I'm currently in A1 cell and I can type something. Now let's see what are the cell content types. First we are going to discuss the cell content types. Now in Microsoft Excel, we can divide cell content types into two major parts or categories: inserted or typed values and calculated, or we call them formulas. Inserted values and calculated values. Now what is an inserted value? Just a typed or inserted value by a user. So I am going to type my name. Now it is a inserted value. Okay. Now I am going to increase the column width. You can do that by clicking in between A and B or any two column and dragging. And you can increase the row height by doing the same thing. Okay. Now this is my cell. Now I am going to type some another something here, B1 cell. I am going to type a number. Okay. Now these are in both these values, or both these cell contents are inserted contents inserted by me. So inserted or typed values we can divide into two types: text and values. Text we can call them labels and values, or text and values. Now what is a text? Now this character, this string is a text. while this is a value. Now, what is a value? A number, floating point or integer, a date, and a currency. Those are the values. So this is a text, this is a value. What is the meaning of value? We can do some mathematical calculations using values, but we can't do any mathematical calculations using text. So this is a text or label, this is a value. Now you can see the cell alignment. Text are always left aligned while values are right aligned. See, by seeing the default alignment in the cell, we can decide whether it is a text or value. Now, I can change the alignment like this. If I don't change the cell alignment, this is the default cell alignment. Left cell alignment for text and right alignment for values. Now, I'm going to type today's date. Now, what is today's date? 23rd of May. So I'm going to type like 23/5/2020 and press enter. Now you can see it is left aligned. Why? Because it's a text. It's not a value, but date should be a value. But here it is a text. Why? What's the problem? I inserted the date in wrong format. What is the correct format for inserting date in computers, not just in Excel? In any application, we should insert the date like month, date, year. It's a whole new format: month, date, and year. So it should be 5/23/2020. See, now it's a date. Like that, by seeing the text alignment or cell alignment, you can see whether it is a text or value. Text are left aligned, while all the values are right aligned. So those are the two subtypes in inserted values: text and values. Inserted types, text and values. Now let's see what are the calculated values. Now calculated values we can divide into two types: with function or without function. But both of them are formulas. Now, what is a formula? Let's see. Now, I am going to type some values here, two values, so three values here. Now, I want to get the total. Okay, I want to get the total in this cell. So, I can write a formula. I can just calculate and type, but it's not a calculation. But I can use the Excel to calculate the total starting from equal. All formulas start with equal sign. Then I am going to select this cell, the first one, plus normal operators, second one plus third one. See, G1 plus G2 plus G3. I didn't type anything, just select the cell and put the operator. And finally, press enter. See, now I didn't type this 600 value. Instead, I calculated it using normal plus operator and equal sign and cell addresses. So it's a calculated value, but without using any function. Okay. I just type the formula myself. Now here I'm going to get the total of same values in this column also. So I want to get the value, total value here. So this time I'm going to use a function. Now there are so many functions in Excel. We are going to discuss them later, but I'm going to show one function as an example. Equal sum. Now sum is a function. Within brackets, I am going to select the cell range starting to ending. I can just click the starting cell, don't release the mouse, drag to the last cell you want and release the mouse. Now it's I1 to I3, I1 colon I3, that's the range. I1 to I3. All the cells, including those two cells and in between, will be added together. Close the brackets and enter. See, now it's the same answer, but this time I used a function. This time I just typed the formula myself. So both of them are formulas, but this is a without function and this is with function. Okay, those are the two types, with function and without function. Now, let's see cell selection modes. Okay, cell selection modes. Now there are three types of cell selection modes. Now I'm going to type something like this one. So I can just select the cell or any cell range. I can just select, click and drag. Then you can select the cell range, or click middle of the cell. You can select the cell. That's the select mode. If you click on the border, click and drag, then you can move the cell. That's the move mode, the second selection mode. The third mode is, you can see a small square in bottom right corner. It's a special tool called fill handle. If you click on that square, you can see the cursor is changing. If you click and drag it to the adjacent cells, down, left, up or right, adjacent cells, it will copy the content like this. That's why it called copy mode. Okay, the tool is fill handle, the mode is copy mode. So if you just type two values like this, 10, 11, and if you select those two values and click and drag down, you can create a series like that. Okay, if you type some values like Sunday, there are predefined several lists, and if you drag it down, you can create the other dates. And January, you can create the February, March, and so on. If you type two dates and this Saturday and next Saturday dates, and if you select both of them and drag it down, you can list all the Saturdays by adding 7 by 7. You can list all the Saturdays like that. There are so many options associated with fill handle. So now you know what are the cell content types. There are 4 cell content types, 2 major types and 4 types. And cell selection modes we discussed: select, move, copy, or fill handle mode. Those are the cell selection modes. Okay.